In this video, we're going to take another look at a chain rule problem. In this video, we want to take a look at f of x equals natural log of sine of x, and we want to take its derivative. So looking at this function, right, the first thing that you need to be able to do is to identify this problem as a chain rule problem. If this were just an x on the inside here, right, if it was just natural log of x, the derivative would be 1 over x, right, and so we would not have to use the chain rule. But you can see here, we're taking the natural log of something more complicated than just x. And anytime you have something more complicated than just x in the inside of another function, that's going to be a chain rule problem. Once you know that it's a chain rule problem, you want to identify the inside part and the outside part. Here the inside part, right, is sine of x. And if I took that sine of x out and replaced it with just an x, right, I would have natural log of x. That's the outside part. This function is built up by taking sine x and plugging it in for x into the natural log function. Okay, so if I did that, I would get exactly this function right here. Once you know the inside part and the outside part, it's just a matter of running through the 3 steps of the chain rule. Step number 1, take the derivative of the outside part. So the derivative of the outside function here, natural log, would be 1 over x. Okay, and you notice I didn't write the x in there. I just sort of left a blank in there, right? And the reason why I left a blank is because I was anticipating step 2 of the chain rule, which is what I like to call leave the inside part alone. In other words, everywhere there would be an x in the derivative of the outside function, in this case, just in the bottom here where the parentheses are, I would put the inside part there. So it's not going to be 1 over x, but 1 over the inside part, or 1 over sine x in this case. All right, and next is the next step of the chain rule is to multiply by the derivative of the inside part. So the inside part was sine x, its derivative would be cosine x. So just multiply everything that came before by cosine of x. And that's it for taking the derivative. Of course, that can be simplified, right, to cosine over sine, and then that is also cotangent. So the final answer on this one would be f prime of x equals cotangent of x.